Hello, Mists of Pandaria, the next World of Warcraft expansion pack has released and everybody and their grandmothers are playing it now. World of Warcraft apparently still has it, whatever the fans want, because they are all returning to play it, and who can blame them, because Mists of Pandaria looks quite interesting indeed. I myself have felt a little urge to try it out again, being a avid World of Warcraft fan since the early alpha days, or beta or whatever. Um, this game is a cult success and nobody ever needs to explain what World of Warcraft is actually, so let's just jump into the character creator here, and I'm just gonna babble on about the game on the background over this footage I recorded earlier. World of Warcraft manages to keep changing things for the better with each expansion pack. But as I said to myself and everybody, I knew that World of Warcraft The Cataclysm was going to be the last expansion pack I bought for World of Warcraft. I still believe that that is the case. I will not be participating in Mists of Pandaria very much beyond this little test here that I did today. It's a very interesting thing. You kind of feel the need to play it again, even though there are so many more other MMORPGs, arguably some even better than World of Warcraft, available. And yet, we do inevitably return to the cycle of World of Warcraft just to grind those few more levels, to see the new expansion packs, and probably most importantly of all, run those new instances and get the fat loot. I myself haven't been a strong hardcore raider or anything like that since vanilla ended. In fact, I only started a few months before vanilla ended, so it was very sad. But also, that's the case with World of Warcraft. It keeps getting more simpler and more user-friendly. That's what the team at Blizzard set out to do in the first place when they took EverQuest as a template and just cut everything, all the bullshit out. This is the same what Guild Wars 2 attempted to do with their new game, which is very much like an MMO. I would actually go as far as to call it an MMO. Some people would not, but I think it is. And visually, those two games, World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2, do not compare at all. And even gameplay-wise, they are quite different now. World of Warcraft is your own home or something like that. It's very comfortable. You know you're gonna get your few level grinds and your new items, and everything's gonna be the same basically. But this time around, they do change up a few things. For example, the talent trees are again completely revamped. You now just choose random talents at after each 15 levels or so. I don't think that's really the best thing for World of Warcraft. I mean, I quite enjoyed picking my talent points and respecing differently. So I don't think that's an ideal change. But the new pandas are quite nice addition, but it feels a lot like a casual thing, because the starting area and everything is very cute. And I'm not saying World of Warcraft can't be cute, it definitely can, but it's just it's kind of the same thing. It's always the same with World of Warcraft. But that's what we all want from it, I guess. It's a safe bet always. You're not risking anything. The developers or Blizzard isn't risking much by releasing a new expansion pack, as long as it has a few endgame raids, some new PvP, a new leveling area perhaps, and you can slap a full game price on it and not even include the initial month for free. Obviously, the entry step for new players that would like to try out this cute new Panda game is very steep indeed. I mean, you would have to buy all the previous expansion packs, and that's just something normal people or people who aren't inherently gamers, more so MMO gamers, would just willingly do. I mean, sure, if you know they have to shell out 40 euros or something just to try out to play the cute panda girl, then they might do it because everyone is doing it and they've heard of World of Warcraft and hey, why not try it out? But if they have to start making accounts and signing up for buying different expansion packs and all that basically crap, then you know the step just to take to get into the game is maybe too steep for some. But then again, you know, Blizzard isn't really looking for new players. Perhaps they don't need to prove anything. They are the king, and that's that. So how about those new pandas? I mean, I rolled a panda shaman. I didn't do a monk because it requires you to buy the expansion pack. You can play up to level 20 for free, and that's what I'm here just checking out the new content. The pandas look really well done. I mean, at first I was like, yeah, okay, a new area pandas. Finally, they're actually bringing the brewmaster and the panda race into the game that's been like demanded from the beginning of World of Warcraft. Well, now it's here, and they even added a new class, the monk. So it seems like a fully fledged expansion pack. But something didn't feel right for me at all. Cataclysm basically ended World of Warcraft. It came full circle. They redid the original world. They added and removed a lot of stuff. Basically, it was World of Warcraft 2.0. I'm completely and totally done with World of Warcraft. And yet, when I see those really cool guys like Kriparian or Towley from Twitch TV or what's this guy called on YouTube? The WoW Kata dude. What does he do? Damn, I can't remember. Anyway, he's a really cool dude anyway as well. He does voice work, I think. You probably know him, and I'll find out later and put a name over the screen or something so you can check out his amazing work. But if you watch those people play, you kind of get the urge, the hype, the feeling that you want to go back to and also level with your friends and just try out the new content. Also, it's really easy to get a group or run an instance or PvP match in World of Warcraft since there is a billion. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, millions of players playing, and you shouldn't have any trouble finding a guild, a group. Also, there's a new type of collective activity called scenarios now, which inherently any type of class can take part in. 3 people, I think it was, and they just run like specific story scenarios that have like basically it's like a quest or like an instance, because at the end there's always a boss, as I understood. So Mists of Pandaria changes a lot of things. It also adds pet battles, scenarios, as I mentioned, also farming, which is something I didn't even know they added, but apparently they did, so that's kind of interesting. No player housing, though. There is farming, so that's an interesting thing to check out, I'm sure. They did overhaul the talent system, as I mentioned again, and also crafting has been changed. You kind of progress through crafting a bit differently now. I'm not sure how it exactly works. I haven't invested a lot of time into finding out because I'm not really going to get into World of Warcraft right now. I mean, I still have Guild Wars 2 to play and all those other amazing games like Torchlight 2 and Borderlands 2 at some point, so I'm sure I'll just wait for World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria price point to drop below 20 euros, because currently it's just way too expensive, even for me, for an old fan, to just jump in and pick up where I left my Death Knight off. But I wouldn't blame anyone for going back and playing a little bit of Mists of Pandaria, because it looks fun, cute. The pandas are incredibly well animated, and they put a lot of more work into the environments and character models with Mists of Pandaria. That much is for sure. They move so fluidly, and the world is much more colorful. They've just turned up the saturation a lot, and it looks like a cartoon. Monsters sound like cartoon characters, and it's just all good fun for the whole family. So check it out if you haven't. You can play up to level 20 for free. If you don't care about World of Warcraft, then I don't blame you either. Thank Thank you for watching.